My name is Brian, and I want to talk about Starfield. And I think there are a number of problems with Starfield. Like, none of them make the game awful. It's not garbage, but it's kind of like constantly stubbing your toe over something. It's just immensely frustrating, and over time that adds up to I hate this, and I have to stop doing this because while I like the package to some extent, I just keep hitting my toe every time I'm there. Or if you prefer the idea of Lego strewn across the floor, like it's like walking across Lego on your bare feet. Anyway, I've played this game a bunch, not just a little. I'm not just 10 hours into it. As you'll see here, I have played for well over 100 hours. So, let's say I want to jump somewhere, grab jump somewhere. It's the main way of getting from point A to point B in this game, right? We can see I can pick out a mission, right, where there's the ship I need to shoot, and I'm sitting in my pilot chair, and I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's map the course straight from there, and let's try to jump. Oh, no, wait, I can't jump. As you can see from the bottom left corner, where all my systems are, the grav drive, the bar on the right of what I'm, there we go, has no energy in it at all, so I can't jump. So I can just, or I have to, I guess, take some energy out of one of those systems and put one into grav drive, and it'll jump.
Yeah, boss?
But what about if I'm not in the pilot seat? Right? I'm going to repeat the exact same process. Let's plot a course. But I can jump. Why can I jump? A second ago I couldn't jump. Now I can. There is still no energy in the grav drive, as you'll see, because now the game has automatically put me back in the pilot chair. Do I need energy or no? It's very confusing. And there's this kind of inconsistency that makes you feel like you're trying to do something because it worked one way, like maybe you weren't in the seat when you tried to jump, then you sit down and suddenly you can't jump. It's this, and that's where it feels like you've just cracked your toe. And part of the thing is it's the inconsistency. Like, it's not that if you're in your chair you have to have energy in your grav drive. Like, it's not that predictable, because after I loot this thing here, right, we're gonna jump to an outpost I have that's on another planet. So again, we're gonna jump to another system, but I'm gonna stay in the chair. But instead of picking a spot in space or just a system, we're gonna jump down to Linnaeus, where I have this outpost. There we go. And we're gonna say, okay, let's go to the landing spot. Now, to a player, like, fast travel is fast travel, right? And to the character in the game, jumping is jumping. But here, jumping works just fine, even though there's still no energy in the ground drive, and now I'm in the chair. So this is not consistent with either of the two previous cases, right? So it's another inconsistent system again. Next issue. So I'm on a moon here, there's no atmosphere, I can't breathe the oxygen. If you look on the left hand side, you'll see the big white semicircular bar is my oxygen. You can now see it's 0% O2 here. I need a helmet. I need a spacesuit, which you can see right here that I'm wearing both of those. And if I were, just for the sake of it, to take off the helmet for whatever reason, then, things would be bad. The game would in fact freak out. I've got bottom left, super technique is bad. Very top of the screen, you must wear spacesuit, helmet and pack. My oxygen bar is now bright red. My health bar, which you can't see, is dropping rapidly. So we're all suited up, we're keeping the atmosphere out and the oxygen in, and I decide I'm going to collect some gas, this alkane, whatever that is. So I'm going to go to collect it. Oh wait, there's toxic gas. I'm inhaling toxic gas. What do you mean? And if I stand in there long enough, I'll get some sort of affliction or lung damage. Like, but that makes no sense because I can't breathe anywhere here. This is all bad for me. None of it is good for me. The only good, atmosphere is that contained within my suit, which has to be sealed. Has to be sealed, right? So why, when I step into that vent, am I getting this problem with gas? And the same, because it doesn't matter what type of gas it is. Like it could be argon, it could be anything else. You're going to get the same freak out from the game if you step into it. So just inconsistent. Again, it's not a case where you're walking up, you have an idea how something should work, and you stub your toe because it doesn't work that way. Another system that drives with the wall, that again, it feels like just a grain of sand in the underwear, right? That you've been on the beach and you're like, that was a mostly good experience, but holy crap, this is uncomfortable now. I'm annoyed. I'm frustrated. Bethesda have long had it where NPCs, when you walk past them, will respond to your presence in order to give you a sense that you're in some kind of living ecosystem, that there's a world existing around you. And that's mostly good, except, right, we'll see Gideon, as I stand up, Gideon will respond. Now, on this ship, I've got 4 crew spots. Here we go.
Yeah, boss?
I don't even know where on the ship Gideon is, but nevertheless, he has decided that he needs to say, yeah, boss, and just say something. Um, that's constant, except that often happens when you're piloting the ship, not just, it happened to go off there when I was standing up, but I've been just flying around, and they'll be, yeah, boss, yeah, boss, yeah, boss, yeah, boss, yeah, boss, every 30 to 40 seconds. It's incessant. And it's worse when it's multiple. You got him, you got Andrea, you have Sarah. Oh, you wanted something? Can I do something for you? And it's like, no, I'm trying not to crash into these asteroids. Why are you talking to me? I didn't even turn my head to look at you. I'm looking out the front window. And off they go again. My point as a whole is that there are not just that the systems are wonky or that the game is buggy, and yes to all of that, but also there are some profound issues with how the game was even designed in the first place that does not seem to have been thought through, right? That it just doesn't make any sense. The issue I have with the gas vents, for example, you also have on planets that are hot and cold. But I mean, you're in a spacesuit. It's supposed to protect you from extreme temperatures like NASA's modern spacesuits. If if your spacesuit and helmet are failing at 70, 80 degrees or negative 90 to 100 degrees, I mean, that's failing to be a spacesuit, right? That's equipment that would barely do you here on Earth. Never mind protecting you from the ravages of space travel and all these other planets. So, the design there is the characters can have spacesuits and they will be vulnerable to the elements. And right there, no one in the room said, hold on a second here, what do you mean vulnerable to the elements? No, stop, it's a spacesuit. The whole purpose of a spacesuit is not to be vulnerable to the elements, right? It just seems that there's a general lack of thoughtfulness present, that thoughtfulness was not applied in this game to things. Like they had a few ideas and just went, yeah, that sounds great. And they stayed at this superficial level, didn't dig any deeper, didn't think about what are the implications of this. Does this make any sense given what we know about the world? Uh, does it make any sense given the rest of the game? And so on. We're extrapolating from a certain set of catastrophic circumstances, right? Like it's otherwise the real world plus. So to have these things not operate in that way or even be inconsistent with themselves is constantly getting body checked, stepping on Lego, right? Kind of do this thing and then, no, that did, but hang on, but I'm gonna, no, I can't do that thing. To have your attempts constantly frustrated out of nowhere, for no consistent reason or no reasonable reason. So, yeah, I hate it. I'm done playing. I don't want to go to a game. It doesn't matter how nice the place is. If I have to step on Lego every time I go there, no, I'm not going. I don't care how nice the rest of the stuff is. I'm out. Done. Goodbye, Bethesda. Anyway, those of you who love the game, I don't understand you at all, but carry on.